This Perp back with another video, and I just got out of watching A Quiet Place Day 1. This is starring Lupita Nyong'o and Joseph Quinn. I love this franchise, and that's saying a lot, because A Quiet Place is a PG-13 horror movie, and I really enjoyed the first one. The atmosphere of just having to remain quiet, the sound design, fantastic. That first movie is still it still holds up to this day. But this franchise has continued with this third movie where we get the perspective of what happened on the first day when these aliens started to come to Earth. Because in the first Quiet Place, we find out, they do have somewhat of a weakness and they are killable. We haven't really gotten back to that yet, and I am still looking forward to A Quiet Place Part 3 whenever we get that. But this is following Lupita's character, Sam. She's pretty sick. I think she has like cancer, something like that, or some type of cancer, maybe. I don't know. She's not well. And I really like how we don't waste any time. We get the introduction to her character. She has this cat which is on a leash, which is hilarious to kind of see. Um, she kind of is in this mindset where she's on her last days. She obviously knows that, and she's just trying to, live it out the best that she can. The group that she's with, because she lives at this like hospice, they all go into the city to go see this play, but then they get like an emergency call from whoever in the hospice. They want them to come back, and right from that moment, you see things falling from the sky like you do in the trailer, and that's where our movie really starts to kick off. And man, this shit hits the fan so quickly because, like I said, from the first Quiet Place, we only had to deal with like a small amount, like I think probably like two, yeah, probably like two or maybe one creature at a time. Here, there's a shit ton. There's a lot of big ass ones. They're pretty much Demogorgons, bro. They look exactly like Demogorgons. You can't tell me otherwise. Um, but it's a fascinating movie because normally when we get like zombie apocalypse movies or like something like Fear of the Walking Dead, they never do a really good job of displaying exactly shit hitting the fan day one and just seeing how chaotic it is. In this movie, they do a really good job of displaying that, and a lot of people pick up very quickly, like, no, like sound attracts these things, so we gotta kind of stay quiet. And we got Old Boy from part two in here, so how these characters kind of cross paths. But then as she's kind of traversing, because her whole thing is she wants to get a piece, she wants to get pizza. That's all she wants. That's all Sam's character wants to do before she dies, is get a slice of pizza. She doesn't care how dangerous it is. That's all she wants. And I fuck with that. I feel like that's a really silly thing in hindsight, but it makes sense because it's like, I'm not going to make it that much longer, especially with my condition. I can't be running around, you know what I'm saying? And this is where she crosses paths with Joseph Quinn's character. Joseph Quinn's character did a fantastic job in here as Eric. At first, Sam doesn't want to get any attachments from anybody, so she tries to kind of steer him in a different direction, but they end up kind of just forming this bond over time just so they can get to a destination. And I really like just the back and forth of these two characters, and A Quiet Place as a whole, how it just makes people kind of closer. You have to kind of really think on your toes. You really have to be careful. And I think the performances are really well done here. The atmosphere still is dope, and it's even more creepier because it's like the city, so you're it's kind of gives you this claustrophobic type of vibe where just any wrong sudden movements or wrong thing, whatever, that could just cost your life. And I am curious to see where this franchise is going to go. I don't know if part 3 is going to be the final one, or if they're going to try to do another set of movies. I would like to see a series, because it's like you can really tell a bunch of different stories from a bunch of different perspectives in this world, and we see that throughout each movie. But that's just kind of my thoughts. I enjoyed this. I thought the tension was there. There was one jump scare that really got me. I was like, damn, that that got me. I'm not gonna lie, but I enjoyed it. I think you will too. If you get around to checking it out, let me know your thoughts of the movie. Do you feel like this is better than the first one, or the best since the first one? Let me know. Or is it the weakest? Till next time, I will see y'all in the next video. Peace.